So when I was little, I'd always have a deck of cards. Because when I look up magicians, they'd always use cards. Card tricks are my favorite because it's nothing to it really. You just have a deck of cards and you can perform any trick you want. Now I'm gonna do a beginner's magic trick, and then I'm going to go step by step on how to do it. So if y'all are here and y'all are in front of me, I'd say I'm going to choose a card. Now I keep going, choose that card, and that's my predictor card, as you would call it. So I turn over the deck, and then I just start placing down cards, one after another, till you told me to stop. So after I stop, I take the 2 decks, I have both decks, the left deck, the right deck. I just put one down. This doesn't matter, you can switch them around if you want to. So you would pick a deck. If you say left deck, I'd turn over the first card, it'd be an 8. So this means in this deck, I have to count out 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd have, and this becomes the third deck. So after I have all 3 decks laid out, you can't see them. 1, 2, and here's the third one with the 8 laying on top. You just simply turn over the second card, the first card of the second deck, which is an 8, and then the third deck, first card, which is an 8, and then you just have the predictor card, which just happens to be an 8 too. So you have all 4 8s on top of the deck. Now, just to set it up to do, it's easy. You take all the cards, you put them together. So after you have the cards together in the deck, you're just going to flip it over, and you're just going to look for all the 8s. So there's your first 8. Second 8, third 8, and fourth 8. So when you look at the cards, it doesn't matter. So you take 1 8, you put it straight on top. You then flip the deck over, and you count off 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After you get to the 7th card, you want an 8th card for an 8, and you want the 9th card to be an 8. You just take the cards you put off, you put them back on the bottom. You then flip the deck over and count off 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th card you want to be an 8. Put it back. You still want to make sure that 8 is on top. So when you're predicting the card, 3, 6, 9, here's the 10th card as an 8. But you want to keep going so that's like, and you go back at like it's just predicted. So you take this 8, you put it down, that's your predictor card. After you flip the deck over. Now you want to talk to them as you keep putting down cards. You want to make sure you put down the 2 8s. You want to get past the 8s. So then after you pass the 2 8s, you want to go, so just tell me when to stop. So once they tell you to stop, all you just take the cards, put them together, and flip them over. That's your second deck. Now you have your first deck, of course. Now the first deck has that 8 that's on top. That 8 tells you how many cards to flip over. Now if they pick the second deck, be like, start with the second deck. So just say, well, with the second deck, I'm going to take this first deck and flip the first card over, and it's going to tell me how many cards to flip. If they pick the first deck, you just say, I'm going to flip the first card. The first card tells me how many cards of the second one to get rid of. Now, so it forces you into picking the 8, no matter what. So once they pick the 8, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the 8th card is an 8. So you have that third deck. Now the start of the third deck is also the 9. It's also the 8th card. And there's your 4th 8 right there. So it's an easy magic trick to learn. It's just a beginner magic trick that I learned when I was little. Magic tricks just blow my mind on how they work and how people have such a creative mind to come up with the magic tricks in their head, and they just perform it like it's nothing. That's it. That's the magic trick.